Hey guys, now we're going to actually try and cover the first example in exercise 3E. So this exercise entails that we sketch linear graphs. So now we've got a plain Cartesian XY axis or graph, Cartesian plane, and we want to actually come up and draw and sketch a linear equation or linear graph. Now the method that we are going to use to help us draw the equation is the gradient intercept method, right here. And the two things that we need to know in order to draw a graph is to know our gradient. So if we are able to know our gradient and we're also able to know our y-intercept, they're the two variables that we need in order for us to draw the linear equation. So as you probably can see here, we have in this question a linear relationship has a y-intercept of 5. So we've got our y-intercept there, and also a gradient of -1/2. So with these two variables, we are able to come up with or draw a linear equation. So let's do this. So we know our y-intercept is 5. And we know our m is our rise over run. And because we know our rise and run is 1/2, we've got to make one negative because it is a -1/2. I'm going to, for this example, I'm only going to make the rise -1. So our rise means it goes down 1, and our run, it will go to the right 2 times. So now with these two variables, I'm going to try and draw the graph. So we're going to start here at, the y-intercept at 5. So we start at the y-intercept and then we apply our gradient. So our gradient, our rise is -1. So I'm going to go down 1. And our run will be going to the right 1, 2, and then we stop there. And that's our graph. So if I extend this a little bit longer there, and we can even go on the other side. Oops, doesn't look that nice there. But you pretty much understand how we got the equation. So they're the two steps. The first step was to start at our so our first step was to start on the y-intercept, and our second step was to apply our gradient. Our rise and then our run. That's about it, guys. Thanks.